Yo, we are live. Welcome to the party. Huge month ahead for cryptocurrencies. The month of February is historically one of the best months in the cryptocurrency market. February, March, April, sometimes May. We're going to look at that data here for you momentarily. Talk about the price of Bitcoin, talk about the price of Solana, talk about Ethereum, talk about some other altcoin news, and getting to your questions in the second half of the stream. Let's get it. Nice to see all you guys here. By the way, let's go ahead and talk crypto coins. So check this out. Now, you might argue, look, seasonality, it's not a real thing, man. Okay, how can it be that simple? Well, sometimes it is that simple. There's a variety of reasons why that's the case. Markets start picking up in February, especially in a inauguration year, because, yeah, there's a bit of uncertainty in January, in the lead up to the inauguration. Then the new guy gets in, they start doing some stuff. Everybody says, okay, is this going to crash the economy immediately or not? I guess not. So then Wall Street starts positioning, big money starts positioning, retail investors start positioning. All the macro tailwinds are there for us to push the market in the right direction. We got the rate pause still in effect, which is fine. Inflation's doing fine. Dollar's weakening. There's expectations that quantitative easing will start by sometime in Q2. Okay. Which gives us that's not an immediate effect, by the way, when quantitative easing starts. It usually takes a few months, which gives us hope for a Q3, Q4 rally, but more on that in a second. So you can see here, February's, this is for Bitcoin, pretty similar for Ethereum here as well. You can see ETH, one of the greenest months tends to be February, March, April. Huge gains on average in these 3 months. As you can see, June, July, August, very, very, very mixed bags. Often a lot of price pain over summers. Okay. Very similar situation with Bitcoin. Lots of red here. Also lots of red in January. It's quite interesting. Anyway, February, March, April, May, usually the best months in the markets. Okay. Yeah. October, November, December, also pretty good. June, July, August, meh. So if we're coming into a time of seasonally favorable price action, things are going to be pretty interesting pretty quickly here. So you can see back at some previous years, February, this is just for Bitcoin, of course, February usually puts in pretty strong gains, around 12% on average. But what's most important versus what happens every single year, I think, is what happens in an inauguration year. So back 2013, Bitcoin up 61% in the inauguration year. 2017, 23% the last time Trump was in office. 2021, 36%. What happens this year? 43% last year, but that was around the Bitcoin ETF. Ethereum, you can see relatively similar situation. 2021, only 7%. 2017, 47%. But even in 2021, yeah, we only had 7% in February with 35 and 44% in March and April before finally topping out in May. Okay. So very interesting seasonality coming up here for the cryptocurrency markets. Let's see how it all plays out over the next few months. Right. Tronica says all this noise, just sell in May and go away. Again, there's a lot of good reason for that theory, right? Because again, you only have to look at how things usually play out. And where do you see the most red on this chart? June, July, August. There's a variety of reasons for that. People take off work. Wall Street's off work. People are zoning out. People are enjoying living life and touching grass. Okay. Now, it's not to say there's no money to be made during that period, but there's a pretty strong case to be made for go to cash, reassess, come back late August, early September. Then you can reassess the market and see how we're going, especially if the Fed starts QE in June. It doesn't, if they announce it in June or if they announce it in May, and even if they start it in June, the full-on effects of that do not happen immediately. The market might get excited about it, but it might actually take a few months to work its way into the market, right? That gives us that nice potential for the October, November, December 4 years. If it's really just a regular 4-year cycle. Oh my gosh, it'd be hilarious. It really would be. Wall Street Journal reporting that Trump's Bitcoin reserve plan could push central banks to buy BTC. It's already happening. Welcome to the party, Wall Street Journal. We've only been talking about this for months now. We already have the Czech bank talking about it. We have an what's the other one? Brazil talking about it, like actually proposing bills, right? That's big. A lot of other countries have been talking about it. There's a petition going on in Switzerland right now to get the central bank to do it. There's been talk about it in Japan, talk about it in Poland. So a lot of other countries talking about it as well. So a lot of stuff going on. Trump has kicked the hornet's nest, so to speak. Everyone's paying attention to Bitcoin now. And other countries are going, holy shit, we don't have a Bitcoin strategy, do we? We need one. And if we can push faster, we'll beat the Americans to the punch. Crazy stuff. Kabisi letter saying the stock market has unlocked a new level of euphoria, rising in a straight line as President Trump threatens 100% tariffs in 30 plus countries at once. That's to the BRICS countries, by the way. Interesting as well, threatening to put 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada. Trump's not effing around, man. This dude is not effing around. Did you see what he did with Colombia the other day? Colombia said, "Oh, we're not going to take those planes full of our citizens back. We don't want them here." And Trump immediately says, "Fine, then. Here's a whole raft of sanctions against you. And we're going to stop buying all your products and put tariffs on you." And then immediately they turned around and said, "Actually, we're going to send the presidential plane. We'll bring them back in that." Hilarious stuff. Anyway, lots of interesting turmoil can happen between now and then, but there's a lot of things lining up that probably means we're going to get a relatively inline seasonality vibe going on here for February, March, April, potentially going as long as May. So if you haven't been around for this to happen before, and who knows, it might be wrong. Something might not happen this time. We don't get a big market crazy send off until, I don't know, November, December. It's always possible. Okay. But we're going to talk about Sonic in a few minutes. I see your tweet there, Steve. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. I got a tweet on that to talk about. But lots of big things coming, guys. And if we do see relative seasonality playing out, things start moving super fast in that situation. Okay, so I imagine a lot of you guys are pretty well allocated already, so be ready. Bitcoin right now, not doing a whole heck of a lot. We did have a nice rally up to 106.5 yesterday. Fantastic. Got within a few percent of the previous all-time high. Currently retesting that short-term downtrend here. Nothing too exciting, but indecision on the MACD as the market's trying to decide where it wants to go next. But it's been a relatively indecisive week. Gosh darn, do you guys remember all the way back on Monday, that far back, all that deep sea, it was a black swan event. Everything was going to crumble to pieces. It was all, and then it was a big nothing burger. And there's been a lot of course, allegations of smuggled GPUs and insider spying and stuff. Oh, it's a crazy story, man. Oh, and then of course the Fed meeting. Everybody's, oh my gosh, the Fed meeting. What if Jerome Powell comes out and says something mean? And then he didn't, and so then the markets were fine. It's such an emotional marketplace, guys. I tell you, hey, if you're a trader, get on BitUnix, man. It's the place. It is the hot place to be trading coins, okay? They got all the big coins. They got lots of exotic altcoins being listed all the time. Very quick to list new coins. Plus, very deep liquidity across all the major pairs, great spot markets, great futures markets, and no KYC, no VPN, no BS. All you have to do is click the link down below, sign up, deposit money, start trading. It's that simple. If you deposit $1,000, you get $200 back because they're doing a 20% deposit rebate right now, which is pretty damn cool. Go check it out if you are a trader, of course. Plus, there's a trading competition going on. Big prizes for that as well. Okay, so Solana. A lot of coins in these downtrends, and they're trying to break out of these downtrends. Now, I told you yesterday about the potential breakout here. I had a trade in around, I think, 241, 242, something like that, somewhere around there. With a stop at 237. Got stopped out, of course, overnight because price came back down. But that was kind of based on the potential of maybe we're breaking out of the short-term downtrend we've been in since the 19th of January. Obviously didn't happen. Market's still struggling to pick up that really solid momentum right now. But they will. It's only a matter of time. BlackRock-backed Securitize integrates with Solana to expand tokenized real-world assets. Now, this is a big shot across the bow to Ethereum, because what we've been hearing from Ethereum, but at least we got the institutions. I mean, BlackRock, they're not ever going to do real-world assets on Solana. You couldn't do that. No. Here you go. Here you go. Watch out, ETH. Watch out below. Anyway, by the way, Solana, we get a good daily candle over this orange line right here, probably a nice long scenario. Ethereum is actually doing stuff price-wise, though, which I'm very impressed by. I mean, you go, ETH. You go. Let's do it, buddy. Very interesting. Currently for Ethereum, let's just zoom in there a little bit. Currently, here, this is the yellow line, the 20-day exponential moving average. A daily close over that could signal a shift back towards positive momentum. Hard to say, though, man. We've seen so many fake outs, but is the sentiment so bad right now that it won't be a fake out again? That really we're bottomed out on the ETH BTC ratio. The sentiment got so damn bad that this time everyone's going to fade it and everyone's going to be off sides and ETH's going to pump. I would not be surprised, to be honest. I really wouldn't. Anyway, when ETH gets moving, when it breaks out beyond here, which interestingly, if we keep going over the next couple of days here, that then gets us back above the 50-day EMA, which I think is a very important line for a sort of bull bear bias. I think that then shows a lot more strength coming back in. The 20-day EMA for me is like step one of like, oh, okay, we're picking up here. 50-day EMA is like, yeah, that's showing some strength. There's a trade opportunity, right, to go long on Ethereum from that 50-day EMA break and the downtrend break coming in at the same time. Interesting. Okay. Chicken Genius says next catalyst will be enabling Ethereum staking in the USA. So Trump's buying Ethereum. SEC is Trump controlled. Tell TradFi yield and their eyes sparkle. So of course, that'll be the next thing. See, Gary Gensler didn't want to let you earn yield on your Ethereum that was owned by BlackRock and all these guys. But what if that changes? What if these ETH ETFs are now allowed to stake the Ethereum and give you 3 or 4% annual yield? People are going to like that a lot, aren't they? Can't get that with Bitcoin, can you? The boomers are going to love it, guys. The boomers are going to love it. Just watch. U.S. exchanges can start offering yield. ETH ETF can start offering yield. U.S. Treasury is Trump controlled. Possible crypto strategic reserve inclusion. Yeah, if there's going to be a crypto strategic stockpile, I bet ETH's going to be in that. And Trump's buying hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Ethereum. Why? Get ready for altcoin FOMO. This is from Mickey Bull. He says, get ready for alts that FOMO that's coming. Everything is aligning. Yeah, nice little, triangle pattern we got going on here. I dig it. When old farts invest into FartCoin, that's the top indicator. The hot air rises until it meets old butts, I guess. Stock Money Lizard sharing a great chart here. This is altcoins total 3, so it's excluding Bitcoin, excluding Ethereum. Peak to breakout. 2018, 2021. 1,140 days. Interesting. 2021 to now, 1,120 days. Curious. Amazing how that works, isn't it? What's interesting then is that between that breakout and the big move, it lasted, 259 days. So that's very, very interesting. It takes us right up to the end of 2026. Is this a 2017 repeat for the markets? Maybe everyone's got such deep PTSD. We're all just going to sell in May and go away, and then the market just go, leaving everybody else on the sidelines. It'd be hilarious. Hey, shout out to my Sonic bags, by the way. Big fan of what they're doing over there. Andre's back, man. He's tweeting like mad, sharing some crazy stories about the SEC going after him back in the day and stuff. It was such a crazy thing, man. You know, Andre, not an American, almost never even been to America, didn't offer his products to Americans, all that kind of stuff. Still, the SEC's like, what are you doing over there, man? Anyway. Phantom rebranded to Sonic. By the way, if you want to see my portfolio disclosures down below, as always, current investments, OTC deals, venture rounds, everything you need to know, okay? Plus a risk statement, because investing in crypto is risky. You can lose all of your money. Like that. Buy money. Buy. Happens all the time. It's crypto, man. Anyway, Sonic continues to lead the pack in total value locked growth. It's up 50% in the last 7 days. Nice move there by Sonic. Sonic is an incredible blockchain, by the way. Very technically robust, backed by Andre, who's got a very strong following. A lot of people are very excited about the things that he brings to the market. He's one of the key developers in the entire cryptocurrency space. So nice. Chris, Kiora, man. How's New Zealand today? Or this evening, I guess. There's like midnight New Zealand, man. What are you still doing up? Hi, how's it going? But it's interesting. So we got $300 million TVL, which is a relatively small number, okay? We got to keep that real. But Had his EK saying, gotta say my say bags, man. Come on, say. Let's get some more TVL going here, buddy. Cardano, 600 million. Okay. So you think about that. Cardano, 600 million and, I don't know, $20 million market cap or $20 billion market cap, whatever it's worth right now, versus Sonic, which is worth like 1/20th of that. It's going up, man. It's going up. $5. Let's go. Okay. Continuing. Shout out to my Aptos bag as well. Solid 24 hours for Aptos. USDC going live. Very cool. Cross-chain transfer protocol launches with one-to-one capital efficiency for bridging, thanks to wormhole support. More liquidity announced. Coinbase, Stripe soon. The Aptos bridge is now live. Securitized and Apollo Global announced a diversified credit securitized fund on Aptos. Aptos, man, I'm telling you, it's the catch-up play. If you missed Sui, Aptos, man. And I know we got IOTA, which is now launching a move-based EVM, and we have Movement Labs, which is also a move-based EVM. So there's competitors out there, but Aptos been putting in the work. Aptos been getting the adoption. They're doing good, man. They're doing good. They're going to catch up at some point, I'm telling you. Sigrid says Jupe buyback will start from next week. Jupiter owned over $6 million in the last 4 days, meaning $3 million we set aside in that situation for buying back Jupe, which current price is about 3 million Jupe. Whew, gone. At this rate, Jupiter will be buying back $45 million worth of Jupiter per week. That's a lot of money, man. Talking about hundreds of millions of Jupe being bought every single year, taken, burned, gone. That's big. That's big, man. I still have not got around to swap my Arrow bags for Jupe, and part of me thinks, just keep riding the Arrow bags, man. But maybe I don't know. Maybe just simplify my portfolio. All in on Jupe, baby. I like the Jupiter team too. Where Mao, the vibes, good. They did good work, man. I use it all the time. I'm spending a lot more time over on Solana these days than I am over on Base. I still do stuff on Base, but I'm spending a lot more time on Solana these days. Anyway, oh crap, we got to get to your questions, guys. We got to get to your questions. What else we got here? We're going to skip those stories. Just, more crazy volatility, I guess. But we don't need to get into all that stuff. It's crazy. There was an airdrop the other day. Insta sold it. Thank gosh for that one. It's already down 90% or whatever. Anyway, it's time to newsletter for now. It's time to newsletter yet. It's awesome. You'll love it. Go check it out. So, link down below. 150,000 per week reading that bad boy. You could be one of those sexy people. Okay, so let's get some water. Let's hydrate here, guys. Let's go. Got the Voss. Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, so let's talk crypto coins. What do you think about AI agents in that narrative? Obviously, it's been absolutely slaughtered for most of January. I think it comes back super hard. Honestly, when you look at the tech, all the stuff's being built. It's one of the most interesting hot things being built in crypto right now. LTC is the ticker. I was actually looking at the Litecoin charts earlier. It's doing good, man. That hype around a Litecoin ETF, as I said before, I'm not a big fan of Litecoin, okay? I just don't see the purpose anymore. But respect to Litecoin, it's the master of its own algorithm. It's got a community, okay? People like it. That's enough sometimes. And if it gets that ETF, people are going to go after it, aren't they? It's the one thing Litecoin's got going for it in 2025, that ETF. And if you get a few $1 billion of inflows into Litecoin, that's massively impactful. And, people will just... It's the way people think too. They're going to go and look at their crypto ETFs and like, Bitcoin, it's $100,000. That's a lot. Oh, ETH, $3,000, $4,000. That's a lot. Oh, this Litecoin thing, it's only $150. I'm going to buy 10 of those. Oh, look, actually I can buy 50 of these for less than 1 Ethereum. I'm going to buy that. Don't discount unit bias. Okay. What's your opinion on the 1-inch DEX? Gosh, I haven't used 1X since probably 2020, so I don't have an opinion on it. That water is overpriced, but it's good. It tastes like water. Perfect. Do you think Coinbase not posting Brett yet is strategic? It's hard to say. I think I think that it's interesting. That chart that I just brought up for VVV, the Venice AI token, that was immediately listed on Coinbase. It's a base-based AI agent protocol thing, immediately listed on Base, instantly. Great airdrop, by the way. Thanks for the free unexpected, airdrop there, guys. It was great. But immediately listed on Base, Coinbase, and yet all these other Coinbase memes and stuff like this haven't been. It's pretty crazy. I don't know. Maybe there's too much insider baseball on Brett, and maybe that's why Coinbase isn't listing it. But then, they just listed Venice. So what are you going to do? Anyway, is what it is, man. It is what it is. Are you still bullish on Trump? What do you mean, the meme coin in particular? I think Trump as a personality and as the president of the United States is going to be bringing a lot of stuff to the cryptocurrency market this year. The Trump meme coin, I think it's a very interesting meme coin. Now, I have not bought any. I traded it one time, got stopped out relatively short, and then kind of lost interest and forgot about it. But it's probably going to be a lot of great trading opportunities on that coin. I don't know if I'd want to have a big spot position. I'm just holding on it. But, I would be surprised if Trump just lets his meme coin go to zero. I don't think he will. Did you see the rug on? I have no idea what Clio AI is, but it's nonstop, man. Every single day. It's just nonstop rugs. It's absolutely insane. There was this new one that, well, I always talk about it. There's a new one that came out, Jelly. Apparently, no, that 71% number is wrong. I guess it was 89% of the supply was bundled, sniped or whatever, given out to insiders, and just down bad today, right? Guess it's from the Venmo co-founder. I mean, it's crime season, and it's been definitively crime season for a little while here now, with huge amounts of just insider trading, and it's crazy, man. All these sort of entrepreneur types and celebrities and stuff coming out, launching meme coins and extracting just tens of millions of dollars from the cryptocurrency markets. And of course, Pump.Fun, 99% of people lose everything. I have no idea why people still go over there gambling. It's crazy. But people lose all that money. People lose all that money, man. It's crazy. Yes, thank you. Don't forget the red light hat, Lark. I've not been on point all this week, man. This bronchitis got me all messed up. There we go. Get the red light hat going. Thanks for a reminder. My bag is full of ski mask dog. Soon, Lambo. I hope so, man. Hoping you get a Coinbase listing. Lark, the hair, the hat. When is Litecoin hitting $300? Probably at some point this cycle. You get that ETF, man. People are going to go real crazy for it. I've gone from wanting a house to a caravan. Now I'm hoping my bags will buy me a tent. Keep dreaming for the house, man. Keep grinding. Keep grinding. People always overestimate what they can do in a year, but they underestimate what they can do in 5 years. And if you go with that 5-year mentality, how can I, as an investor in 5 years, get a house? How can I, as a business person in 5 years, get a business that'll get me the cash flow to get a house? Or how can I, within the next 5 years, not just get a house, but get a rental property as well, so I have cash flow? All this kind of stuff, right? Start thinking like that, because in 5 years, you can accomplish a hell of a lot. A year is tough. 5 years, you got time on your side. Okay, bro, catch up here. Lark, you keep complaining about I'm not sure really if I'm complaining about not buying Griffin. There's a lot of great AI coins out there. ARK, Griffin, Pippin. I mean, I haven't bought any of those. Got some. I have AI16 Cerebro, AI16Z Cerebro, stuff like that. But I'm just, what has stopped me from like buying ARK or Griffin or something like that is just, gosh, damn, that's too many coins in my portfolio. Again, I just want to cut down because it just gets too crazy. Too many coins, too much insanity going on, too many moving pieces to watch. But I like it. I like it. I like I've got the chatbot thing. I've used it a few times. Cool. Why not? Can't be in every coin, and it being in too many coins, you underperform. When are you coming to Scotland? I'd love to come to Scotland someday. Explore the islands and stuff. Looks beautiful. Lark, what happened to my graphene bags? Yeah. Look, I think this is something that's happened to all the AI coins. AI coins, of course, were the farthest end of the risk spectrum. And on this recent altcoin sell-off, they've been hit the absolute hardest, much along with meme coins. But a lot of altcoins are down horrifically right now, which is crazy because Bitcoin's still at $105,000. Even ETH and Solana both holding up really, really well by comparison. But a lot of altcoins, the money flooded out of them real quick. But they're very elastic and reflexive. You see, because as soon as the money starts flowing back into altcoins, these things will move super fast. Okay. Okay. Gotta catch up in the chat. Always get behind. What happened to Pengu? Man, I'm surprised Pengu's down so much, to be honest. But I guess all altcoins are down a lot. I still think that Pudgy Penguins guy is going to pull off some stuff with Pengu. I think they'll definitely be pulling something off of Pengu. So I'll hold it for a bit more for the volatility. And if it looks like after, I don't know, a few more months, nothing's going to happen with it, maybe I'll exit the position then at a loss probably. But I think they're going to pull something off with it personally. I would not fade those guys. They're hard workers. You got to bet on people sometimes in the cryptocurrency market too, you know, and it's the volatility is definitely par for the course in crypto, and it's rough. It's rough, man. Just being an investor and having kind of a hold strategy, it's crazy in crypto. And this cycle's been particularly difficult for a variety of reasons. Financial nihilism has gone through the roof, and we've seen we've seen the total amount of coins going absolutely nuts. We've seen just so much craziness really happening, and it detracts from the more honest projects actually trying to do the right thing, good things, all that kind of stuff. But I think that we will see a definite swing back around to more of the top coins and to some of these stronger narratives. So the money always flows back in, okay? Will the AI narrative still be on play? I think the AI narrative, whenever we go back, risk back on for altcoins, which could happen in the very near future, again, talking about the seasonality kind of stuff, all this stuff's probably going to rip, okay? Now, not everything's going to rip equally, okay? Maybe people are more excited about virtuals now, so it's going to maybe rip harder than Fetch, for example. ASI, the artificial superintelligence union thing there, it's really cool. We did a great report on that in the newsletter a few weeks ago. I liked it. I was like, wow, that's a really cool coin. I'm not going to buy it because I got too many damn coins already, but I like what they're doing. How will that ETF impact Melania and Trump coin? These are filed with the same ETF as Litecoin. So I know one of the companies, so there's multiple Litecoin ETF filings. One of the companies that filed for some ETFs filed for Trump coin, but I'm not sure about Melania coin. Maybe they did Melania coin too. I don't know if those things get approved or not. We haven't seen any meme coins get approved for ETFs yet, so let's see. I think something like Litecoin's a real obvious safe play for an ETF because it's an obvious commodity coin. Solana, XRP, obvious safe plays for ETFs. Meme coins, ooh, I don't know. Dogecoin, yeah. Anything else beyond that? I don't know. I think we start getting off in the weeds on the craziness. I'm not saying that's not going to happen, but yeah. Anyway, continuing. Lark, what do you think about Celestia? I was a private investor in AVAX, but I feel Celestia is the AVAX of the cycle. AVAX went from 3 to 42 in January. I think Celestia can do some, maybe, Jewel, maybe. For me, Celestia, there's been so many coins hitting the market, and I'm not sure that the hype has been there. It's got great technology. Do not get me wrong. Celestia, Kraken tech, okay? Fantastic, useful tech. So much token inflation, and the fact that the private investors are allowed to stake and earn staking rewards. What did it come out? And this was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, but it came out that I think it was Paradigm has been staking their Celestia, and they've already had a 4x ROI on their initial investment just from dumping their staking rewards. And that there's probably 6 or 7x by now. So you have a constant flood of coins hitting the market. So it's very, very dilutive. So coins like Celestia or WorldCoin and stuff like this, too many coins hitting the market. Okay. Too many, too fast. Not to say that you can't see that pick up at some point. And again, the tech's really great. But yeah, I would worry about, that's what I would worry about with Celestia. I like the tech. I think the tech's cool, but I would not, personally put my money into it, but that's just me. If you got the inside edge, man, all about it, dude. Make that cheddar. Make that cheddar. I'm praying for your bags, as always. I like seeing you guys make money, and if you got ways to make money, you get them. You get them. You get that money. Cardano in February. Does Charles still have his beard on? If he's got his beard on, it's going to be fine. Look, I don't know. You guys know I've been critical of a lot of things around Cardano for a long time. You know, the low relative total value locked to its market cap, for example. The low relative amount of things happening on the Cardano blockchain overall. So what are we at? Cardano is currently worth $34 billion, $600 million total value locked. That's pretty crazy. Total DEX volume, total daily users, all this stuff. For the market cap, it feels very mispriced. However, Charles has got the beard, okay? Don't fade the beard. But realistically, Cardano's got an incredible cult behind it. And cult coins, whether we talk about Bitcoin or Solana or Cardano, whatever, you have a dedicated and very vocal and very loyal group of people behind it who believe in whatever is trying to be achieved. Cardano is definitely one of those coins. So plus US retail in particular, they fucking love Cardano. They do. Every time they flood back into the market, every time US retail in particular comes back, they all get on Coinbase, they all get on crypto.com, and they just ape into Cardano. So I'm sure it'll do fine if we get a broad altcoin season, which I think we will in the not so distant future. Or, you know, egg on my face, and we have to wait another 6 months, which is going to be exhausting. I'd like to, you know, see that come sooner than later. Be great. Okay. A couple more questions. We'll finish up here for you guys. Don't want to make these too long, as always. What about, I've never heard of that one, sorry. Or maybe I think I have heard of it, but gosh, I don't know. I don't have an opinion on it. I don't know anything about it. So what do you think about Jupe? Very, very bullish on Jupe now. Okay. Very bullish on Jupiter now. After they announced that they're going to do JupeNet, which is an omni-chain protocol. And after they announced that they're doing 50% buybacks, which we covered a few minutes ago, hundreds of millions of dollars a year are going to start being bought back at a minimum, probably. Right? Very bullish tokenomics. Tokenomics went from being like, yeah, I'm enjoying getting governance staking rewards for voting on stuff. That's cool, to like, holy shit, they're going to buy back with 50% of the revenue. Oh, okay. Now we got something going on here. All right. I dig that. So yeah, bullish on Jupe to the extent that I, again, am considering selling my Aerodrome bags. Haven't done that yet, but it's been on my, I probably will at some point. It's just one of those things that will keep floating around my mind until I just say, yeah, I should just do that. Okay. One more, guys. We'll finish up. Fart coin. The hot air rises, my friends. The hot air rises. Is Jupe better than Hype? Different things. However, with JupeNet coming, which is going to be an omni-chain trading protocol, they also have their own decentralized perpetual swap DEX at Jupiter. So different, lots of similarities. One's got a lower market cap, which is Jupe. So if you want to bet on the Solana ecosystem, Jupiter's a good bet. If you want to bet on a new player, a new layer one, a new team, and that's a team that delivers, by the way. The Hype team, respect. Those guys deliver. They did a great airdrop. They fed a lot of people with that airdrop. Okay. It's one of the few airdrops that I faded because I was like, gosh, I got so jaded by airdrops. Okay. I made lots of money last year on airdrops. And then by sort of May or so, I just got so damn jaded on airdrops. I just stopped farming. And I saw, you got to farm Hyperliquid, man. Like, I can't be fucked, man. I don't want to farm another damn airdrop. And there you go. That was one that people literally like made millions on. It's always the one you don't farm, isn't it? Classic. Absolutely classic. Tyler says, Lark, I'm interested in staking. Could you do a tutorial on it at some point? I've probably got a few videos on my channel about staking, so you can go and check that. Plus, if you go to the website, thewealthmaster.io, we have a beginner guide in there that has some staking tutorials as well for a lot of major coins. Maybe they're a year or two old, but they should still be relevant for the most part. But sort of doing a broad staking video can be hard because there's so many different ways to stake coins, right? It's not always as simple as just do this exact thing and it works for all blockchains. It actually works very different. On Ethereum, it works differently. You can stake directly. You can do liquid staking. On Cardano, you stake directly in with validators. Some networks allow you to just do different things and you'd have different requirements. And so it's a lot of stuff there, but I would say find the one coin you're particularly interested in staking and then try to find the info on that. Again, I've got quite a few videos on the channel from staking, maybe from a couple of years ago, but they should be generally pretty relevant still. Okay, last one. Can Solana reach $400 this year? Yes. Potentially more. Again, if you believe that this is going to be the year of the final stage of the bull market really started back in late 2022 at the bottom of the bear market. A lot of people don't like to count it from there, but I like to count it from the bottom. So realistically, we've been in generally bullish conditions in the market for the last year and a half, let's say at least. But this is going to be the final phase of the bull market. This is when people talk about the bull market. This is what they talk about. They talk about the final stages of it where everything gets crazy and the euphoria comes in and you have a chance to cash out. Most people come in and buy at that point, which is the worst time to buy, but that's when you want to be cashing out. Okay. Anyway, if we get the kind of bull market that I think we have the potential to do, and we see the total crypto market cap go up to $10 trillion, which I think is a possibility, then I think Solana goes higher than $400. Maybe we even see it go as high as $1,000, $900, something like that by the end of the year. Local peak though, April, $400 or $500. Yeah, I can see that. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you back on Monday for the next live stream. Got lots of great content coming for you over the weekend as well, so make sure to check out those videos. Peace.